Hi, it's Kay. I'm in my conservatory. Welcome to my little sewing channel, Pink Durdle Sews. Hi, if you're one of my lovely subscribers, and hello and welcome if you're new here. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to try and do a sew along. So I've not done one of these before, so bear with. But the idea is there is a challenge running at the moment and it's being run by Sew Like Dotty. I've just got to get my little book, sparkly book with my notes in. So it's Sew Like Dotty and she is running a challenge called A Gift to November. I've just got time to slide in here. I'm not one of the official vloggers. There are lots and lots of videos with lovely ladies giving you some beautiful ideas for gifts to sew for people for Christmas. I've only got one idea and so I thought I'd share it with you. The actual challenge is running till November. You have to sew something that you can gift. You then pop it up on Instagram and you tag, excuse me, look at your notes. You tag Sew Like Dotty and you hashtag AGTN24, a gift to November 24. You've got till the end of November to do this, so not much time, but if you've already got something sewn, pop it on there. Or if you don't want to put it on Instagram because the gift is going to someone you love and is who's going to see your Instagram account, then you can email it to agntSewing@gmail.com and I'll put all the information down here. So what I thought is I would share with you my one and only idea. It's my one idea this year, really, and it is a little fold-up tote bag. So here it is folded up, and when you go, you can just pop it in your handbag, and then when you go shopping, you undo it, pull out the handles, and open it up, and it's a nice little handbag. And then when you've finished and emptied out all your shopping, you just fold it up again. I can't fold it up in the air. I'm going to have to put it on my knees. Just fold it up again, roll it up, and it goes back in your handbag. So there we go, all rolled up, and there's the Velcro, and it goes back in your handbag. Marvellous. So I've made it out of 2 fat quarters. It's really easy to make. If I can make it, anyone can. And I just used a couple of fat quarters that I had knocking about to make it. So you can use your own scraps, you can make it bigger or smaller, but today I'm just going to show you how to make one with 2 fat quarters. I've got some nice fabric here, so this is a fat quarter from a Hayley Jane box last year. So I've got camels on that one, palm trees on the other one. So without further ado, I'm going to pop to the cutting table and I'm going to show you how to cut it out. Well, I'm not really going to show you how to cut. I'm going to show you the measurements, which are not terribly important. If you go bigger or smaller, you'll have a bigger or smaller bag with longer or thinner or narrower handles. There you go. So let's go. Okay, so here we are at the cutting table. Hope you can see this okay. I've actually got the camera affixed to my drying rack. There you go. So what I've got the 2 pieces of material here, so I've cut both out together so the tote bag is even. What I've done is I've cut down here, so the actual measurements are 18 by 16, so I went to the 16 mark. Let me get my ruler out and show you what I did. 16 is 16 and I made 1 cut up there. Okay, so move that out of the way then. Got this piece left over, which is roughly 18 by 6. I then cut along here 3 inches. So that makes a little square like that. With what's left, I simply cut up the centre. So it's about 3 inches. So it's about 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's your 2 handles. So we've now got the bag pieces front and back, 2 handles and the little tab for the Velcro to go on. Okay, we've cut everything out. We've got 2 little pieces for the tab. Sorry about my face peering around the corner. Got 4 pieces of material for the handles, and we've got the front and the back. So what we're going to do first is sew the tab because then we can do all the ironing and get all the ironing out of the way. So get your little pieces of paper, fabric, turn them right sides together, so a little camel, a palm tree. It doesn't matter which way around you get them, you won't be able to see them. Put them together. If you want to, you can pin all round. So I'm just going to put a couple of pins in, just to pretend I know what I'm doing, and just keep it together. I've got a bit of selvage on that one, so I'm just going to sew at the bottom of the selvage so that selvage is part of the seam allowance. Okay, and what we're going to do, pin it together, then sew. So hopefully you can see that okay. What I'm going to do is leave the top edge open for now and just sew round 3 sides. Let's hope this works. Okay, and I'm just using a 1 centimetre seam allowance, but you can use anything you like. Right, okay, let's hope my sewing machine wants to play this afternoon. As you can see, that is not. Don't you hate it when it goes wrong on film? I'm just going to switch it on. Switch it on again. Don't say anything. Go on, baby. Thank you. See, I haven't left anything of a seam allowance down below, but it doesn't matter. So let's just do that again. Pivot when you get to the corners. Oh, that's it. Take the pins out. Hope you can see this. Down at the foot and off. You can do a knot if you want to, or not, or not. Okay. So you're then left with a little piece of fabric that you've stitched down there, and up there. Now just turn it inside out and press it. I'll show you. So here we are at the ironing board. I've got the front back piece. I've got the little piece that I just sewed there for the tab, turned out the right way. And what I did also do, but my sewing machine packed up halfway through it, so I decided to delete that little bit of film, is I've taken 2 of the straps. Do you remember we have 4? Okay, we've got 4. I've got both of them and I've just gone end to end and sewed them together. So let's just, come on. That's all I've done. Just put them right sides together, run a little 1 centimetre seam across there, and that's now a long handle. So I've done 2 colours the same, so you'll have handles with 1 colour on one side and 1 colour on the other. So they're all ready to go. Oops. Oh dear. Oh dear. I did tell you this was going to be a shambles. There we go. So I've got those. So now we can get just about all of our ironing done in one go. Because if there's anything I don't like, it's stopping and starting. So let's press this little chap first. So let's just put him out. Steam on. And there we go. It's just steamed. Now, sound effects as well of the steam. All you need to do is just poke the top in, make it neat, get rid of that edge of the selvage, just make it look neat. Mind your fingers and press it again. Mind fingers. So he's now done. Okay, so pop him to one side. So then let's do the handles. So first of all, press that seam open. So it's nice and flat. Fiddly, fiddly, fiddly. It's not a centimetre, is it? No. Oh, I don't know. Get that nice and flat. And then what you need to do is you can either fold to the centre like that. So make a fold line along the centre. Do that. As you can see, I'm ironing like a maniac, and as they say on Blue Peter, you can take much more time with this and make it neat. Do that and that. These make quite thin straps, but they're perfectly serviceable. They don't cut into your hands. Just fold to that line that you've just made. I'll just show you one strap, otherwise we'll be here all night, won't we? I'm sure you know how to iron and press. There we go. There we go. Okay. And then what you'll do then, fold it in half. Give it a good press so it sticks together. It's quite hot, actually. This ironing board cover is not the best, and it's falling apart actually. So it does retain the heat quite a lot. So that's your handle done. We'll sew that in a minute. So what we've done is folded it in half, then fold sides to the middle, folded it again, pressed it. I won't do the other one because I'll be here a long time. Let's do the main pieces. Sorry, iron. So take one of your pieces of fabric and have it right way up. So if you've got a directional print, you want it up the way you want the pattern goes, because this is going to the top of the bag. So let's fold it to the wrong side. Okay, now I'm going to just turn it down about an inch. Okay, so about an inch. Doesn't have to be very accurate. And just press that. I do have a seam gauge, but it's just dropped on the floor. And if I bend down to pick it up, we'll all get very dizzy, won't we? So there we go. Just press it. That's one press. Then fold it over again. Don't have to measure it this time because you've already got an inch. And press it again. There we go. That's done. And you do the same for the other front piece. So I'm going to stop this video here, carry on with my pressing. We'll come back and we'll do a bit of sewing. All right, sewing machine. So next thing to do is to run a little edge stitch, top stitch, all the way around your handles. So I'll start it off just to show you. It's quite easy. I haven't ironed this one very well, so it's a bit, basically really just pop it under your machine and go all the way down, all the way back up. So we'll have a little go. My foot pedal is playing up, so if you hear a lot of beeping, that's what it is. So there we go, all the way down. And then all the way up the other way. I'm not going to show you all of that. It's very boring. I'll come back to it. Right. So I have now top stitched all the way around my two handles. They're all done. I've also top stitched round my little tab. And this is going to be the one that the Velcro goes on to hold the bag shut. So we're going to put the handles on now. And what you do, you can see this. I might tilt the camera down a bit. Let's hope it doesn't actually fall down. Oh, hope you can see that. So I've got my, oh, such a mucky worker. Yeah, there we go. So you can see I've got the folded edge that I pressed before. So this is the top of the bag. So what you do, so it's folded up twice. So fold it back down once and then find the middle, which you just do by folding it in half. Stick a pin in. Can't pick a pin up. That's the middle. And we're going to go 2 inches either side. So 2 inches. There we go. There. There we go. Stick a pin in. Now I know I've just taken the centre pin out. Make sure your straps are straight. And 2 inches, that was centre, 4 inches. So your straps are going to end up 4 inches apart. Sorry about only seeing the bottom half of my face. And just stick a pin in for the minute. Okay, because what you're going to do is fold that back down and sew it. So now you know where it is. Fold it down. Pin. And again, just fold it back down. It doesn't matter if you lose your place a bit. It's a tote bag at the end of the day, not a couture gown. Okay, so that should look like that. Okay. Now what we're going to do now is just destroy everything that we've got. Ow! So all the way along there. And let's hope I've got enough cotton in the bobbin. Okay, pin out, stab ourselves. Well, that's it. I'm going to tuck that in a little bit more. It doesn't poke out. That's it. And I'm just going to go up the other side so that I've done it on the bottom there, and I'm just going to go a bit on the top, and that gives it an extra little bit of strength to hold that handle in, and it gives it a neater finish. There we go. Go on. There's good, you know. So that's that. So what we've got now is 2 handles in place, and then we're going to fold it up and do some extra stitching just across there, just to double hold it. Let's just hold it up. So see, I've taken it, just fold it up, and then that's now in place, just over where we've stitched it before. Just go backwards and forwards a couple of times over the 2 lines of stitching that you did before. And not to fasten it off. We'll do that with both handles, do that with both sides. Here we are again. So now I've got the handles firmly on both sides. They're still in 2 pieces. I need to decide which side I'm putting the tab on. So what I've done, remember the little tab, I've sewn a piece of Velcro onto one end of the tab. Let's get the camel up the right way. Camel end. It doesn't matter which end, which side, it's up to you. So now I think what I'm going to do is put this on the palm tree fabric. And I could have done this when I did the handles, but I just sort of like to do it last, so that I know where the middle is and get it all sorted and don't get entangled with the handles. So just position your little, so there are the handles. Let's get your little tab, pop it somewhere in the middle, and I'm going for the same colour. You can turn it, you can decide you're going to have it on the camel side if you like, but I just want it on the palm tree side. So I'm just going to centre it in the middle and sew it on. There we go, in the middle. And yes, I could have done a better job of the ironing because you can actually see the edge of the camel fabric, but never mind. That just goes on there. Let's pin it in place, and I'm just going to sew it on as neatly as I can. I mean, this is a bit of a rush. You can be neater than me. Anybody can be neater than me, quite frankly. There we go. Now that's in. Let's see if Jemima wishes to sew. Yes, she does. Thank you, Jemima. Okay, and just lift your foot and pivot. Lovely. Try not to sew over your handles while you do this. I have done that. It's very annoying. And then this doesn't need to be on as firmly as the handles. It's not going to take any weight. Whereas you do need to make sure the handles are rock solid. Okay. I'm just going to finish with a little knot stitch, or you can just back stitch. So that means we are ready to sew the two pieces together. So let's get the front and the back. Get the ruler out of the way. Clear the space. So get the front and the back, and the front. Hit yourself in the face with the handles and just line them up. Put a pin in. That's lined up quite nicely, that side. Okay. Again, don't worry if they're different sizes, because when you sew them together, they'll sort themselves out. And you remember this side, this one has quite the wide selvage. Well, we're just going to use that as a seam guide. Okay. Ho. Let's just get these two together. Oh, bigger pin. And just bring them together. And again, don't worry too much. It's a tote bag, not a couture gown. Okay, so just sew. Once you've got them together, just sew down one side, along the bottom, and up the other side. So I'll just do that. So I've sewn all the way along the bottom, all the way up the other side. I back stitched along the two edges there. And what I will do now, because I've got one, is overlock it, but I'll leave that till after I finish this. If you haven't got an overlocker, then just do a double line of stitches so that it's nice and strong. Or if you fancy pants, you can do the whole thing French seamed, even stronger. So let's see what we've got. We should have a tote bag. Let's hope we have. Yeah, there we go. So we've got a little tote bag. Just push out the corners. So far, so good. We've got our little tote bag there. All we have to do now, let me see if I can get this machine out of the way. There we go, so that you can see. What I'm now going to do is work out where the other piece of Velcro goes on the bag. So we've got the tab. I've got the bag facing so that the Velcro tab is on the other side of the bag. So we've got the front and the back there. Too many palm trees going on, isn't there? So the Velcro is facing up. So just fold your handles down, because this is how it's going to be folded up. Fold the one side over like that. Fold the other side over like that. Just press it with your hands. Then you can either, ready here, you can either just do a little fold. Sorry about my bracelet jangling away, and then another fold, and you can go, well, I'm going to put it there. So you can just then slip the Velcro on there. I'm sorry it's white on white, but there you go. You can see it's there. That's where I'm going to put Velcro. Or if you wanted a rolled up bag, I would do that, then roll it up. And again, you can then see where the Velcro's going. Okay, I hope that was clear. So that's the most complicated bit of the whole thing. You would then go, right, I'm going to put the Velcro there, and it'll hold it shut. So that's it, really. I will stop now. I will put the Velcro on, and then you can see this finished product. There we are. We've done it. We've got a little tote bag now, double-sided, with little double handles, quite long enough to get over your shoulder, so you don't have to carry it in your hand. And the Velcro's on. If you've done it properly, the Velcro and the tab, I'm really sorry, I've put it on the wrong side, haven't I? the Velcro's there. The Velcro and the tab will be on the same side, so that when you roll it up, let's see if I can do it slightly in shot. So handles down, sides to middle, roll it up any old how, and once it's rolled up, the tab comes over and it's ready to go in your handbag. So my dog's just kicking off, so I will finish off quickly. That's my little gift to November. I think all of my friends are having some of this. Rosie! Sorry. And I shall put some more details down below, like the measurements, in case you missed it. I hope you liked that. If you want me to do some more sew-alongs, do let me know. At one point, I had the camera on a tripod slung around my neck. I wonder if you can guess which bit that was. I've quite enjoyed doing that. I hope you enjoyed it too. So happy sewing.